come to Verona. You are finally coming home when you come to Verona. It's a place to call your own when you come to Verona. You're finally coming home and you learn what it means to be a family. When you come to Verona.
Hi, I'm Anthony Lombardi of Anthony Roberts Salon, and I just want to welcome all of you to the Verona Chamber of Commerce Roundtable Discussion Show. Today, our first guest is Robert Nasty of Robert David Jewelers. How you doing, Robert? Welcome to the show.
How are you?
How's everything?
Thank you very much. Excellent.
Robert David, Anthony Robert. So, you know, two Verona businesses, same middle name, same name, Robert.
Good partnership.
So, Robert, tell me real quick. You're a Verona resident. You live in town and you work in town, right?
Yeah, I've been living in Verona for about 23 years now. I started my business here coming on 25 years this November.
Wow.
And I have 3 children, and one in college and the other 2 moving up, one in high school, one going into 8th grade. So it's busy. Days are very busy.
It's nice because you're
long
close.
work days and long days with the children as well.
And it's local. I love when I see people that, you know, have a businesses in town that they live in. I mean, I for one, I feel like I'm like an adopted Verona resident. I don't actually live in the town, but I spend most of my time here.
Right.
But for you, it must be great because you must see all of like your children's friends come in, like their parents come into the store, and you know, you become like a member of the community.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah, I've had people. I'm on 3rd generation already.
Wow.
We have the kids that I pierced their ears when they were little babies, and now they're driving themselves and driving their younger siblings in, and still continuing to come into the store. It's nice to see. It's great. That's
fantastic. So tell me, how did it start? What made you pick Verona? What brought you to Verona?
Verona was a great little community. I knew some people here, and a good friend of mine had a business here already. So I made a decision to come up and be close and started here, and it did fantastic right away. It was a great start with the original gang in Verona, who welcomed me right away and really kind of took me in, and I feel great, you know, still going on here after all these years.
Now I want to tell the people, if you don't know where, if you haven't been, which I don't, if you're watching the show and you're in Verona, you probably know where Robert David Jewelers is. But if you don't know, I just want to tell you, it's right on Bloomfield Avenue. It's in the old Citrano Real Estate Building. So next to DeCozen Motors. So if you don't know where it is, stop by, check out Robert. But you know, one of the things we were talking about earlier before we went on the air was that you're one of the few actual jewelers who specializes in specialty work.
Yeah, I do a lot of custom work. I'm an actual bench jeweler. I custom design and make jewelry on the premises, set diamonds, and some items can be done while you wait if time warrants. And I do mostly custom specialty work, and I do work for other jewelers as well. You know,
which blows my mind. Like I, for one, thought that all jewelers did that. I thought like if you were a jeweler, that meant you did the work. And you're telling me that that's not always the case.
No, a lot of store owners are not actual jewelers. They sell jewelry and they send out the work to be done. You know, people's repairs, and that comes to me from a lot of different sources. And I do everything in-house. So that's really my niche in the business, and we've been doing it for quite some time now.
That's great.
I've been in the business almost 30 years.
30 years. It doesn't feel like that sometimes, right?
No, not at all, no.
So tell me, what are some of the latest things that are out there today? Like some of the, like, are we going back to, I know there was, you know, gold back years ago, then it went to like more of like a white goldy, silvery trend. Like, what are you seeing now? More diamonds? What's the trend that you're seeing?
Diamonds and white gold. White gold and platinum are still more popular than yellow gold.
Okay.
And the engagement rings and the wedding bands are getting fancier. You know, a lot of special design, antique work, and diamonds surrounding the center stones, the halo designs have been very popular. So I see that trend continuing on, even with silver jewelry, mostly white. That's been the most popular lately. So it's still going on for 5-6 years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And you know, it's great. And like I said, if you haven't been by his store, it's a great store. Stop in, check it out. Great showroom. I want to give them the address. Tell them how they could reach you anywhere.
Oh yeah, it's 261 Bloomfield Avenue. I'm on the second. On the top level behind the Paradiso Hair Salon. The phone number is 973-857-9002. Closed Mondays. I'm in Manhattan on Mondays. I'm there Tuesday through Saturday, generally till 6 o'clock in the evening. So you can stop by and check it out.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to do so. If you want a real jeweler who takes pride in his work and actually does the work on premises, stop by and see Robert Nasty at Robert David Jewelers. We'll be right back with our next guest. Don't go away. Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Anthony.
My pleasure.
Our two most delicious crops arrive at roadside farm stands and backyard barbecues. The world-famous taste of Jersey tomatoes and sweet corn are as big a part of New Jersey summers as our boardwalks and beaches. If mild weather prevails, by the 4th of July, we can treat the family with a healthy supply of these favorites. But if you're planning to serve these treats to friends and family, there are a few simple tips to ensure that they taste their best. Whether from your yard or local farm, tomatoes should be picked when they're almost soft, not firm. Don't refrigerate them unless they've been sliced. Store them on a cool countertop out of direct sunlight, not on the windowsill. When it comes to sweet corn, it's just the opposite. Keep corn refrigerated while still in the husk. This prevents the sugars from turning into starch. When cooking corn, don't overdo it. Overcooking takes away its natural sweetness. Husk and rinse the ears, then add them to boiling water and cook for only about 3 to 5 minutes. You can also try microwaving corn in the husk for just a short time. So when July arrives, look for New Jersey sweet corn and tomatoes at a community farm market or roadside farm stand near you. For a listing of New Jersey farm markets, find us online at visitnjfarms.org and like Visit NJ Farms on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Verona Chamber of Commerce Roundtable Show. I'm your host, Anthony Lombardi of Anthony Roberts Salon. I want to introduce everyone to my next guest. This is Jim Hughes of TPS Financial. Welcome to the show, Jim. How are you today?
Thank you. Very good.
So, me and Jim are neighbors. Jim's business is directly across the street from my salon, right across from the 7-Eleven.
Yes.
I'm right in the 7-Eleven complex.
Excellent.
So if you need a haircut and come across the street, I'm your guy.
Hopefully I keep what I have.
And if I need any kind of, and if I need to keep, and hopefully I can keep my money. So I'll come see you.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds great.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Jim. Like, what brought you into this business? What brought you to Verona?
Okay. Well, I started with Equitable back in 1992 as a financial advisor. And, eventually I built my practice up, and I had the opportunity to actually leave the agency format, form what's called a DBA with AXA, which is TPS Financial. And then I had the opportunity to pick a town to come to. And I chose Verona for a variety of different reasons. The building was right for the business, which is the first thing. And then I'm a resident of Montville, which is obviously very close.
I'm a resident of Fairfield, too. So
You
we're
are.
neighbors
Excellent.
in more ways than one.
Exactly. So that's one of the things that brought me to Verona.
Okay. And how many guys in the building? How many guys work for you?
I have 10 guys that work for TPS Financial. We're growing slowly, trying to bring in the right people. We also have 4 administrative assistants that work for us and try and really fill everybody's needs.
Now, besides financial planning, what are some of the other things? If I was to come into to sit down with you and I had some questions and I wanted to maybe 401k or maybe start a college account for my son. What were some of the things that your office would be able to handle for me?
I do everything financial except for mortgages.
Okay.
So I do 529 plans. Actually, I have 4 children of my own, so I'm very well versed in that. We do a lot of Roth IRAs. My specialty over the years has been 403B plans, which is for public educators in the K through 12 marketplace. And from there, I have a lot of different things I do. I have 401k companies that I deal with. I do a lot of spousal rollovers. I've done a lot of inheritances over the years. Through 22 years of doing this, I've kind of seen it all and learned on the fly.
So it's pretty much your one-stop shop for all your financial needs except a mortgage.
Correct.
So,
correct.
Trend-wise, like the market, it's at an all-time high right now. Do you see it continuing to, inch upward? Do you see, anything that we should know about, anything that we should be scared of, or do you think we're at a good time right now?
Well,
a little bit of free information.
My crystal ball is always a little cloudy, but kind of clear. The way I see it right now is that what we've seen in the market so far, has really been a market recovery. If you really look back to March of 2007, the Dow Jones was at 11,700, and currently we're right around 17,000. And if you do a calculation, it's only about 3% of growth, and historically the markets grow at about 10%. So, do I think that we're going to have a big correction? No. Do I think we might have a small one? Typically in the summer, or sometime between summertime and October, typically you'll see something like that. Yeah, but I feel pretty good about the markets short term, which for me is 2 to 3 years, maybe 5 years. I think we'll see a decent run.
Okay.
And then we have to see what happens. You have to see what happens with the real estate market, if it continues to stabilize and grow in different pockets, and if the economy tends to continue to pick up. If not, then you gotta watch out and protect your assets.
Where do you see the economy right now as we're sitting here today? Do you see it in a good spot? Do you think we still have some more recovery to do, or?
Yeah, I think I think we're trending upward slowly. You look around, you still see a lot of small businesses that are going out of business, unfortunately. When you look at it, though, in the stocks that you invest in, like the major corporations in America, they're lean and mean. They have a lot of cash. Their earnings are fantastic. They haven't been this good since the mid-'90s. So that's encouraging. And I think along with the real estate piece stabilizing, I think the economy is getting better. But I think it's a slow process. And the other key thing is interest rates. When you see interest rates as low as they are right now,
yeah, it's insane.
Where else do you invest your money?
No.
You go into bond funds, you're going to lose money because when interest rates go up, bond funds lose money. I think you'll do okay with real estate. And then you have the stock market. So, like I say, short term, 2 to 3 years, I think things look good.
Look good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for all your insight. And it's something that I don't pretend to know a lot about, but I'm always looking to learn more. And I might have to come across the street and sit down with you one of these days.
Well, I appreciate that because most people feel the same way, and that's what keeps me in business.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that.
No, but if anybody wants to get in touch with you, do you have a website or anywhere that anybody can reach you?
Absolutely. You can visit us at tpsfinancial.com. I give everyone my personal cell phone number. I always have. For 22 years, I've had the same number, which is 973-650-5842. So if you want to get in touch with me personally, you can also call the office at 973-239-8888.
Or you could just stop by us, get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven, get your haircut at Anthony Robert, and then you'll protect your assets with Jim.
Sounds good.
All right. Jim, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to have to come and see you soon. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with our next guest.
To do things with the environment in mind. I bike where I can, support mom and pop stores, and basically look for the local option. That's why I'm proud to operate a CSA. What's a CSA? CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. We offer shares of our farm to local families. Once the harvest begins, families come to our farm once a week for their pickup of fresh food. Throughout the summer, we'll have all your favorites, like melons, peppers, and of course, world-famous Jersey tomatoes. And in the fall, the harvest continues with an abundance of food right up to Thanksgiving. CSAs are a great way to support a local business and preserve green space at the same time. Community-supported agriculture provides families healthy food and are helping to re-energize New Jersey's rich agricultural heritage. To find a CSA in your area, go to visitnjfarms.org.
Welcome back to the Verona Chamber of Commerce Roundtable Show. I am your host, Anthony Lombardi of Anthony Roberts Salon. My next guest is also a very good friend of mine and one of my employees at the salon, Lori Borino of Anthony Roberts Salon, and now lately of Borino's Pizza. So if you don't know the backstory, I'm sitting in my office one day, and Lori comes in. She knocks on my door, and she comes in, and she says, Ann, I got to ask you something. I said, what? She goes, I'm opening up a pizzeria. And I sat there and I said, okay. Now, I know Lori for a long time, and I know Lori, like every other typical Italian-American woman out there, she's an amazing in the kitchen. I've been to her house. I've tasted her food. She's an amazing cook. But I don't know about opening up a restaurant. Lori, so I know the story, but everybody watching doesn't know. So how do you transition from hair to pizzeria and keep both of them going fantastically?
It's not easy.
I know.
I run around like a chicken without a head, and luckily, with the help of my husband, I'm able to do this. Who watches the kids? Who's cooking? Who's working the restaurant? Who's at your salon cutting hair?
Yeah,
we all like run around.
You're all over the place. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Chris to come in one day and with a pair of
I think
scissors and
he's
be like,
supposed
he's
to be
been cutting
cutting
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but what I love about it is, for everybody who don't know, Borino's Pizza is located where the old Verona Pizza was for so long. And the building became available, and Lori and her husband went into it, and, you know, so far you're doing fantastic. I mean,
We
the
are
food's
doing
amazing.
great.
I can't-
Thanks. We're doing great. We never expected to be as busy as we are so fast. You know, and as you know, the best compliment is repeat customers.
Yeah, anybody can come once.
Anybody can come once. You could
Right.
draw them in once.
How do you get them back?
Well, you know what? Our food's good because we're learning how people like their meals prepared without even asking anymore. You know, like a guy could come in and we're like, oh, here's Tony. And he likes his sauce spicy and his pasta overcooked. Like,
Right,
you know, you learn to know your customers.
And the little details are important.
The little details are very important. We
details are
just
important.
use fresh quality food. We use good food, fresh. It's simple.
Yeah. And the guy Bobby that you have cooking, he's been in the business for how long?
30 years.
30 years. So Bobby, who's your main chef and, you know, pizza guy.
Bobby manages the entire kitchen like an army.
Right.
You know, everything is prepared and ready to go perfectly.
That's fantastic.
He takes every meal serious. You know, it's not like a factory.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a food factory. Every meal is prepared on an individual basis. And Bobby requires it like that.
And I remember I was sitting in the salon one day, and Lori's like, you know, we're almost ready to open. We're almost ready to open. Chris is her husband. Chris is going to come down, and he's going to bring us some pizza. And I remember sitting there saying to myself,
How am I going to fake liking
how am I
this
going to
pizza?
fake liking this if this isn't good? How am I going to fake liking this? Because Lori works for me. She's not only is she my employee, but she's also my friend. And like with any friend, you don't want to be mean, but you also want to be honest. And I want to say, like, Lord, this. And Chris comes in with the pizza, and it was the end of the day on a Friday, and I won't forget it. And brings in the pizza, and I have a slice of pizza, and I was like, so relieved because it was really bothering me. I hope I like this because I know I wouldn't want her to lie to me and I wouldn't lie to her and I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I had that slice of pizza and I was like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
But I take all your advice. Like, you've eaten a lot of our food.
Yeah, I
and you're like,
eaten
this was
everything.
a little salty. I wish it wasn't. Or this needs to be chopped better. And everything you say, I bring it back
We
to the
help one
kitchen.
another. That's what we do. We're like when you're friends with somebody, you help one another. But the pizza was fantastic, and the sandwiches are great. And
Well, you said you couldn't finish it.
I couldn't finish it. I could eat. I'm trying to watch myself now, but I couldn't finish it. I had saved some for later. And the bread they got from Nicola's Bakery, which is one of the best bakeries around. The bread's fantastic. The food is amazing. The only thing I haven't tried yet is like any of your pasta dishes.
Well, when we leave here, we'll go.
All right. I'm ready. I need lunch.
That
Get
sound
ready for
good?
lunch. Yeah.
Pastas are great. Our penne vodka, we must prepare 25 of them a day.
That's
for
fantastic.
people. Repeat customers. So that's the key.
So tell everybody, if you want to see Lori, you can see her at, Borino's Pizza or at Anthony Roberts Salon. I mean, she's pretty much doing it all.
And we're only 1 block away from each
Only 2
other.
blocks away from each other. So, tell them what your schedule is. If they want to come get their hair done, or if they want to.
So I'm cutting hair. Yep, I'm cutting hair Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, aside by you.
Right.
And I'm cooking in the kitchen at Borino's Pizza on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Saturday night and Friday night.
So do you have any day off?
No, this is my enjoyment for the week, spending some quality time with you.
We got extra day. We got extra
We get
time.
extra
Usually
time
we're not
together.
together on
I'm so
Mondays.
excited. Listen, I know how much you love to cook.
Yes.
So I did bring you a little gift. I hope it doesn't mess your hair.
Not a slice?
If you try it on, no. I brought you a Borino's Pizza apron. So when you cook in the kitchen at
I'm
home,
officially a part of the Borino's family now.
yay! That's it.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Oh, this is going to look good in the kitchen when I start
I
cooking.
love it.
Well, Lord, thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
I appreciate it. Let me get up. Everybody, seriously, go over to Borino's Pizza. Check it out. Try it. I guarantee it. You won't be a first-time customer. You'll definitely be back 2, 3, 4, and it'll be your place to go for pizzas from now on.
And if you're not hungry, come get your haircut.
And if you're not hungry, you can always come see Lorraine get your haircut. She's there to do that too. So everybody, please don't go. Just give them a phone number real quick so they can call you.
So we can call Anthony's Salon at 973-857-1922, or we can call Borino's Pizza at 973-857-1888. And I did 1888, get it? 888.
All right,
so we'll play on words there. And Borino's Pizza is open seven days, and we actually deliver all day, all night, all week.
Fantastic.
With a lot of love, we found a home. Our friendships grow, 'cause we're not alone. Our children safe to follow dreams. Open your eyes, see what I see. Every one of you is a part of me, not just a town, the community. When you come to Verona, you are finally coming home. When you come to Verona, it's a place to call your own, and you learn what it means to be a family. The avenue where business thrives, our history has shaped our lives. What our fathers built, we have carried on. Though times may change, our beliefs are strong. When you come to Verona, you are finally coming home. When you come to Verona, it's a place to call your own, and you learn what it means to be a family. When you come to Verona. When you come to Verona, you are finally coming home. When you come to Verona, it's a place to call your own. When you come to Verona, you're finally coming home, and you learn what it means to be a family. When you come to Verona.